Welcome to Hollywood Actions. In this video, we're going to explore the unforgettable cast of the Little Rascals, also known as Our Gang, from 1922, and take a deep look at their lives then and now. These child stars brought laughter to millions during the silent film era and early talkies, becoming some of the most beloved figures in Hollywood history. Now let's dive in. 1. Jackie Condon. Jackie Condon was one of the original faces of Our Gang, appearing in dozens of early short films during the 1920s. As a child, he was known for his innocent charm, expressive face, and ability to bring humor to even the simplest scenes. Audiences adored his natural screen presence, and he quickly became a staple of the series. As he grew older, Jackie transitioned into adulthood and attempted to continue working in entertainment, eventually moving into radio broadcasting. However, his life took a difficult turn when he faced health challenges later in life. Jackie sadly passed away in 1977 at the age of 62 after battling a prolonged illness. While his death wasn't sudden, it reflected the often overlooked struggles of early child actors adjusting to life after fame. Jackie's legacy, however, lives on through the laughter he brought to generations of fans. 2. Mickey Daniels. Mickey Daniels was another standout star of Our Gang, known for his mischievous personality and comedic timing. With his signature grin and playful antics, Mickey quickly became one of the most recognizable members of the troupe during the silent film era. However, life after childhood fame proved challenging. Mickey struggled to maintain his acting career as he aged, and like many former child stars, he found it difficult to adapt to changing roles in Hollywood. Despite these struggles, he continued working in various entertainment fields. Tragically, Mickey Daniels passed away in 1970 at the age of 55 after suffering from liver-related complications. His untimely death highlighted the pressures and hardships faced by young stars who grew up in the spotlight. Still, his performances remain a cherished part of classic Hollywood history. 3. Allan, Farina. Hoskins was one of the most memorable and groundbreaking members of Our Gang. As one of the first African-American child stars to gain national recognition, he broke barriers in Hollywood during a time of racial segregation. His expressive acting and comedic talent made him a fan favorite. After leaving the series, Allan stepped away from acting and pursued other career paths, including working as a laboratory technician. Despite his early fame, he lived a relatively quiet life away from the spotlight. Allan passed away in 1980 at the age of 59 after battling cancer. While his death was not sudden, it marked the end of a life that had once shone brightly in early cinema. His contributions remain historically significant, representing a major step forward in diversity on screen. 4. Joe Cobb. Joe Cobb was affectionately known as the chubby, lovable member of Our Gang. His round face and comedic expressions made him instantly recognizable, and he became one of the most beloved characters in the series. After leaving the entertainment industry, Joe chose a different path, working as an automotive technician and eventually settling into a more private life. Unlike some of his fellow cast members, he managed to avoid many of the pitfalls associated with child stardom. Joe Cobb lived a long life but passed away in 2002 at the age of 85. While his death was not tragic in the same sense as others, his story reflects the unpredictable journeys of early Hollywood stars. He remains fondly remembered for his cheerful performances. 5. Norman "Chubby" Cheney. Norman "Chubby" Cheney joined Our Gang later, but quickly became a standout performer. His comedic timing and lovable personality made him a favorite among audiences. However, his life was tragically short. Chubby suffered from health issues from a young age, including a glandular condition that affected his weight. Despite undergoing medical treatments, his health continued to decline. In a heartbreaking turn of events, Norman Cheney passed away in 1936 at just 21 years old. His early death remains one of the most tragic stories associated with our gang. Though his time was brief, his performances left a lasting impression on fans. 6. Bobby Weezer Hutchins. Bobby Weezer Hutchins was known for his shy demeanor and endearing screen presence. As a child actor, he charmed audiences with his innocence and relatable personality. After leaving our gang, Bobby stepped away from acting and later joined the military. During World War II, he served as a pilot in the United States Army Air Forces. Tragically, Bobby Hutchins lost his life in 1945 at the age of 20 when his military plane crashed during a training exercise. His death was sudden and devastating, cutting short a life that had already touched so many. He is remembered not only as a talented actor, but also as a young man who served his country. 7. Matthew Stymie Beard. Matthew Stymie Beard became one of the most iconic faces of our gang, known for his oversized hats and witty lines. His unique style and confident delivery made him stand out among the cast. However, his life after fame was filled with struggles. Matthew faced legal troubles and battled substance abuse issues during his adult years. Despite these challenges, he eventually turned his life around and made appearances in later films and television shows. Matthew Beard passed away in 1981 at the age of 56 after suffering stroke. 8. George Spanky McFarland. George Spanky McFarland became one of the most recognizable stars of our gang during the 1930s. With his round face and confident attitude, he often played the leader of the group. Spanky continued acting into adulthood, though he never quite recaptured the same level of fame. He later worked in various business ventures and remained a beloved figure among fans of classic cinema. Tragically, Spanky McFarland passed away in 1993 at the age of 64 after suffering a heart attack. His sudden death shocked fans and marked the loss of one of the most iconic child actors in Hollywood history. 9. Carl Alfalfa Switzer. Carl Alfalfa Switzer was perhaps the most famous member of our gang, known for his cowlick hairstyle and off-key singing. His comedic performances made him a household name. However, his life after fame was filled with challenges. Carl struggled to find steady work in Hollywood and eventually took on various odd jobs. In a tragic and shocking incident, Carl Switzer was killed in 1959 at the age of 31 during a dispute over money. His violent death remains one of the most infamous tragedies associated with the series, highlighting the darker side of life after childhood stardom. As we've seen, the cast of the Little Rascals brought immense joy to audiences around the world, but many of their lives were marked by hardship and tragedy. Their stories serve as a reminder of the challenges faced by child actors, especially during the early days of Hollywood. Despite the difficulties they endured, their legacy continues to live on through their timeless films, which still bring smiles to viewers of all ages. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And let us know in the comments which our gang star you remember the most. Thanks for watching.